information.
All right. We have 2 sets of minutes to look at. February 27th.
I'll make a motion to approve February 27 meeting minutes.
Jack, did you have any changes or anything for the 27th?
No, I didn't. Thank you.
You have a second?
I do. I second that motion.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
A non-public meeting minutes for that, and I can say it out loud to Jack. All it says is the board discussed a personal update, and that is also for the 27th non-public. I'll make a motion to approve the non-public meeting minutes.
I'll second that motion.
Thank you.
All those in favor? Aye.
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 And then what are these?
March 6th.
March 6th. I had one thing for these. Online. Right. Line 75. If we could just add, it says fully support the skate park. Can we add at this location? You okay with that?
Yeah.
And then I'll make a motion to approve those minutes as amended.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And on March 6th, non-public meeting minutes, Jack all it says is discuss 2 personnel issues. I'll make a motion to approve those non-public minutes as presented.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Did you write on the minutes, Jane, to add that one?
Yes, I'll make it out.
Scratch it out on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Town managers. Oh, let's do these 3 things first. We need to nominate Ron Beard to be the health officer, as a, to be approved by the state of New Hampshire as our code enforcement building inspector, part-time, and health officer. And I'll make that. Oh, I guess it's on the same form. And then to have a new appointee of Michael Whedon as the deputy code enforcement building inspector and health officer.
Did we do that as a motion? You made that motion?
I'm making that motion.
I'll second that motion.
And Jack, we have to do the
reappointment.
The deputy every year, and then obviously appointing Michael as a new one, but we'll have to do it every year. So keep doing that. So I made the motion.
That's reappointing Ron as the health officer and then appointing Mike as the deputy health officer. Thank you.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. Just a quick query. What was Ryan's position? I thought Ryan was the deputy.
He's the deputy chief, not the deputy
right.
health.
He's the deputy fire chief, and he's also the deputy code enforcement. He's not the deputy health officer. That
health officer.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. No problem. Thank you for answering the question.
So it's really the health officer portion of this is what we're approving.
Correct.
We're stating that that Ron is currently the fire chief. He is currently a code enforcer, but that's
health officer.
That's who we're appointing to be the health officer.
Correct.
That person who is the code, and then same thing.
Yeah.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
And you can sign that. Next, we have an appointment for the state of New Hampshire for the deputy forest fire warden. And we're appointing for this year 2 people to do that. One is Ron Beard, and the other is Mike Weir.
No.
Ryan
Fairbrother.
There should be multiple of those.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So we're right now.
Michael Whedon.
Yeah. Michael Whedon.
Ryan Fairbrother.
Yep.
And one more. And Robert Penny.
Yes. Nice.
So they can all do fire permits, that kind of stuff.
You got it.
Any discussion on that? I'll make a motion to approve all three, or to appoint all three.
I'll second that.
All those in favor? Aye.
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 Today is 3/13.
Number 13.
Hey, OJ and Tammy, did you see on your emails that we received a code enforcement class coming up? Oh, Karina, did you see that?
I think I remember seeing that.
Yep, I have.
Is there anything that, you know, either Brian or Mike or Ron would be interested in attending and benefiting from?
Quite possibly, we'll definitely, you know, make them aware of it and, you know, get them registered if, you know, their schedules, you know. Yep.
Yeah, I just. That'd be a good idea.
Yeah,
Get them, you know, good idea. Thanks for bringing that up, Jack. That'd be good to get them
absolutely. Yeah.
aware of it if it's something that would benefit from them.
Yeah.
All right, now we can go on to the town manager's report.
I don't have very much for you because I'm also playing finance director, but I do have a couple of things. So Nate and Sam Kenny from Weston Sampson met with Ixiom, who is the mixer installer for this new aerators at the down at the sewer lagoons. DES has signed off on all the plans that have been submitted. We got the green light. Ixiom and Nate and Sam met last week, and we are on their schedule. They said it's about 8 to 12 weeks to get everything here, and then they'll install. So we're looking at a May date to go live with those. So,
Awesome.
yes, we're very excited, and DES is involved obviously because they had to sign off on the project and the plans
Rollover.
before the rollover. Yes, so we hope to see that middle of May sometime. In addition, we also, not sure if I've already made you aware of this, but I'm pretty sure I did that. We applied for another grant for the lead and copper inventory. We did receive that grant for $50,000. Nice. So we are starting the process with DES to see what they need from us to kind of just initiate the grant and get that ball rolling. We are going to use most likely an intern through Weston Sampson to do the majority of the work because they're already familiar with our water and sewer system. Right. And they can have a little bit more, they have access to the intern. So we're going to get that ball rolling as well.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Good news.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Thank you for that.
Two good things of good news. Yep.
Okay, that's it. You're done.
Legal update. We had all intended to go to court and trial for the Janine Wood case in April. Unfortunately, there are delays as a result of the judge being out for medical leave. So we are going to have the motion, which was scheduled for the 13th, what can be omitted into the evidence and what could not be. But we are not going to have a trial or a jury selection in April. Okay. So Jason said that he would provide an update when he gets more information from the court, but the jury selection and the trial will not be in April. So
not much we can do about it.
All right, the jury trial was scheduled for April 3rd.
Correct.
The trial itself, I didn't have a date.
I think we're supposed to be the week of like the 24th, the last week.
Oh, that's right. I'm gone.
And you were gone.
Right. That's why.
So, but
I think we're all gone that week.
Yeah. So, well, we won't have to worry about that now because it's not happening.
Good. Good to know.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And that's all I have today for public.
Well, you didn't do anything today, huh?
I didn't do anything.
I'm just kidding. I know you were incredibly busy all day.
Thank you.
All right. I just have a couple of quick things. One is when we had the 2 meetings ago with a ton of people in this room and a ton of people on Zoom. Zoom was a problem that we couldn't hear them or the voice was chopped up.
Yes.
And then several people commented that they were unable to hear us and that our voices were chopped up because they were listening. That's the first time that we've had any major problems, right, with that. Is that, and you might not know this, but you know, I'd like to find out if that's a function of, you know, is it our equipment? Is it our computer, or is it our internet connection that's causing that?
Sure. So we did ask CCS to look into it after the fact, because we did have some upgrades done to our Wi-Fi system. So we didn't know if we were on the secure Wi-Fi at that time or if we were on the public Wi-Fi at that time, which definitely would have played a major factor because of the number of the people in the room. Just if everyone was connected to the Wi-Fi, we know we had people out in the hallway, right?
Yeah.
So we did reach out to Frank, and Frank did CCS did some work to ensure that we will be on the secure Wi-Fi moving forward. But Wi-Fi is still only Wi-Fi. We may need to invest into a fiber connection for the surface here in this meeting room.
Okay, so instead of Wi-Fiing to wherever the receiver is, it would be direct wired, plugged in.
Plugged in, we'll have like an Ethernet cord that comes out of the wall here type of scenario.
Okay.
So we could have a direct fiber connection.
Is that's not a high ticket item?
I don't think, I mean, it's going to cost us a little bit of money because we'll have to get
Right.
CCS, we'll have to pull some wires, but I can't imagine it'd be more than a couple $1,000. You know?
Right. It's not huge.
Not a huge.
Do we have staff that would be capable of running the wires? I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, this is easy to run to.
Yes, yeah. And like I said, Mike Harrington was here today. He is setting up the camera's not there, but you know, we have these little cameras that you know, swivel within the room for our security. He's now going to set it up so we can use those cameras for our Zoom meetings, and you'll be able to see the audience as well as the
and not have a tripod in the middle.
And not have a tripod, and also not have the microphone.
Oh, that'll be.
So he is going to set up.
Will pick up these microphones.
He has some solution to that. So we're rolling with it. He was going to complete it today, but he ended up needing some sort of splitter cable that he didn't have. But he'll be back later in the week, and hopefully we'll be able to get rid of some of these kind of trip hazard things around. But we can definitely look into getting a better internet connection. I don't know if it was a fluke just because we had 50 people on, or if it was a true issue with whether we were on the non-secure Wi-Fi, or if it's just a bandwidth issue. Okay, so we're looking into it.
Awesome, thank you for that.
It could have very well could have been the capacity that was on there that you know, made it wobbly or non-coherent, things like that. So I've had that problem with another when we had too many people on, like 80 people at one time, and it just didn't work. So whatever, sounds like you're on the right road to fixing it. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, and then the other question, do you know how many listings Granicus has compiled?
Today we had about 200, just under 200, 190.
That's registered.
Oh, that's registered. Yeah, today we had 700.
That they found and that they're on our list?
Yes.
Okay.
No, that are not on our list, or just in total?
Just in total.
In total, we had 701 this morning, 702.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have 701 that they've found. 200 of them have registered.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
and I know that we started late. So the second warning is
it's going out this week.
Okay.
Second renewal notices will go out this week, and then we are going to send after. Well, this will be the renewals for the people who are. We know had a short-term rental in the past. We're going to send them a renewal letter just in case you missed the email type thing. And then we were going to start the delinquent, like, just so you know, you've never been registered campaign for the April 1 for the fees to start May 1.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. The 700 was the number. I wasn't sure because the last time we had a checkup, it was less than that.
Yeah, it was like 630, I think, or 6 something. Yeah.
And so a few more.
Yes, they found a few more.
And
we had 25 in the last 10 days. They found.
Good.
So they do give us, you know, we can identify like how many new short-term rentals are on those markets or those apps. And this morning there's 25 new ones in the last 10 days. So.
Wow, good. Jack, did you want to say something?
No, not at all. I'm glad they found them, and you know, hopefully folks register.
Yep. All right, and then the last thing I had is just to talk about tomorrow. I see two things going on during the day. One is when people get there, there's information that we are attempting to share with them regarding what's on the ballot, and that's Carol and the two planning board issues. And then we have the police building issue that we want to make the pictures and talk to people about. I'm thinking that when you go in that room where Carol usually is where she should be, right before you check in. So that they have to walk by Carol to vote.
Okay.
And then taking, and I do want to hang the proclamation up there just so people who don't go to the meeting can see it. And the pictures that we're going to have of the police station and all that. After people check out and they walk around,
walking back
through.
Okay.
So that we're not giving them that information before they go and vote and confusing them as to, is that on the ballot?
It's out on the ballot.
Yeah,
it's
not on the ballot.
Yeah.
But after you come, we're going to present that to talk about in the evening.
Okay.
And the other, maybe more selfish purpose of that is that I can't be in the building electioneering for my position as selectman that I'm running for, but I believe I'm allowed to be in there and interact with people after they vote to talk about a police station.
Yeah, I believe as long as you're outside of the area in which, right?
Outside of that gated.
The gated little.
Everybody has to be outside of that gated area except for the election officials.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think as long as you're outside that area, you're fine.
I just can't, but I can't even be in the building to electioneer.
No.
Right, you can't tell anybody that comes in the door, hey, vote for me.
Vote for me.
Right.
While you're inside.
But if I'm, after they've already voted, if that's my first opportunity to interact with them, I would think that would be okay.
Absolutely.
Because I can't electioneer after they vote.
No.
But I can, I feel like I'm
I remember being there.
Enthusiastic about the police station and want to share information and try to get people to participate in the evening to make that decision. So
and we did blow up
the pictures.
The pictures, they came out really nice.
Okay.
They came out great. We blew up 5 of them.
Okay.
We only could find 2 of those little pedestal things.
Easels?
Yeah, so that will be we'll make it work somehow, whether we gotta you know, they're on foam board, so that they're not very heavy, so we could easily maybe pack them up.
Bring tape because there's the climbing wall is too close to the pool. We don't want to be that close. But anyway, there's places where we can hang them.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Right?
Places where we can hang them up on the wall with the easels. Yeah, I don't have anything like that to bring.
We'll continue to look around to see if we could find some, but we could only find 2 today. And Nate brought everything over. They set up this afternoon. So
they did?
Yes. Okay. So we should be good to go. We might have to move stuff around a little bit, but he went over this afternoon. The school let him come in early. So.
Right. That sounds good.
And just an FYI for me in the morning. So I'm going to vote in Plymouth and then I'll be up, but I need to finish payroll first thing in the morning and I need to finish AP first thing in the morning. So that's what I'm gonna do when I get in first thing. AP, if I don't finish the whole thing, I'm not too worried about it. I can run the remainder on Wednesday morning, but I have to finish payroll first thing in the morning. So I'll be there hopefully when the doors open, but I got to get that done first.
There's no hang for that. I mean, Carol's going to be there to talk about planning.
Sure.
I'm going to be there to talk about the police station.
Okay.
You're going to be there just to work at the election.
Yeah, the stuff's already over there.
I'll be there 10.
The bulletin boards are already over there, like I said, or the.
Okay. Then
we're short 3.
We're short 3. We only can find 2.
Does Tara have any at the community center?
Oh, text her too.
I didn't ask. Maybe.
Okay. We can get
Do you want me to do any like handout printouts of like the PowerPoint presentation or anything along those lines? I didn't know if you wanted me to print anything out.
I think so.
I feel like I'm kind of indifferent. I could go either way because I feel like they could be useful. Someone wants to take it and look at it, but I think that you want color, and printing out a bunch of colored copies is not really cost effective.
Right.
Yeah.
And we'll have the big blow ups when people
I mean,
come.
I think we have the key things blown up.
Yeah.
And what I don't want to do is give people so much information that they decide not to come to the
Right.
meeting tonight because they've already seen. You know, my goal is to get people to come to the meeting and actually vote, you know, for or against.
Sure.
For it. As opposed to just knowing about it and not participating in the vote.
Okay. The only thing I was thinking was maybe just if you wanted to, the budget page.
Of the police station?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No, because I'm going to talk about that, and I want to just make, because again, without
the background,
context,
the context.
Yeah, we don't want into that.
Yeah.
okay, because then you start looking at like, you know, so much per square foot of, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, less than that.
Right.
Well, it is less than that right now.
Right.
We don't know what it's going to be next year.
Right.
There's a contingency factor factored into that,
And
and we're going to bid it out.
we're gonna bid it out.
So if someone quotes that price, and you know someone who can do it less, we're going to
Have a
try
bid
to
on it, right?
bid on it. I mean, it's
Right.
I'm going to explain that that's the, you know, what we see is the outside, the high limit. And if we hit every one of those, the high limit, it's going to cost $6 million. But
Right.
when there's competitive bidding going on, it's likely to come in less than that. So.
Right. And I was able to finalize our application to Annie Custer's office this afternoon. I got 5 letters of support. I did. I got Grafton County, one of the Grafton County Sheriff's Office, their director of communication.
You saw the 2 I sent?
I did, yep.
Okay.
Yep. So we got 5, we're good. And I submitted that late this afternoon. So that's $1 million that we will hopefully get this time around.
Excellent.
Fingers crossed. They did say that one of the community facility grant, the USDA community facility grant is going to be one of the more competitive ones, but I think I sent them supporting document. I sent them the building pictures, all we had, you know, the 5 letters of support and the budget, and the square footage of the EOC and whatnot. So I think we're on solid ground. So
good.
hopefully I will. So
Sounds good.
and we'll keep trying, right? I mean, if we don't get it, we'll keep on trying.
Right.
Do you have anything?
I don't, not a thing.
Jack, do you have anything you want to bring up? He's in a dead zone.
Yeah.
All right, then I'll open for public participation. When do you have anything?
Good to see you here.
Good to
Thank
see
you
you.
for coming.
We'll see you tomorrow. Anyone else in public?
All right, Dave, Michael.
If not,
Make
we
a motion
need a personnel issue update.
Correct.
Make a motion to go to non-public to discuss the personnel.
And I'll second that. All
No,
those-
sir.
Aye,
Is that Jack?
it was. He said no, sir. He didn't have anything.
Oh, okay.
I said aye. You need to say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know, just looking, Jack Daly is still on. Can he stay on?
He can stay on. Yeah, I can pick everyone else off.
Okay,
Perfect.
everybody's on.
Everyone else off.
Excellent. We'll
I'm
just
just gonna stop the
start the
recording.
recording, yeah. That might be good.
Evening.
Good evening.
Thank you.
Good meeting. Brief.
It was